everyone, Sophia here, and I'm joined by Eric Damien from Ubisoft, here to show us Beyond Good and Evil HD. He's the associate producer on the game, so thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Hi everyone.
Great. So do you mind walking us through it?
Sure. So here we are introduced to Jade and pey'j, the two main characters of Beyond Good and Evil HD. So the game is taking place in space, it's sci-fi adventure, so we are not on Earth. So the environment I'm showing you now is one of the really unique and moody environment you have in the game. We have a lot of these, but this one is really showing the magic and the unicity of this game. Uniqueness of this game. So let's start playing.
So far, how far along into the game are we? So for those who haven't played it.
Oh, it's pretty much the beginning of the game. It's one of the first missions.
You want white or wheat toast with your omelet?
So here actually they are in underwater caves and they are trying to find creatures. At the beginning of the game, the world of Ibis, the world of Beyond Good and Evil, is under attack by alien forces. And Jade and pey'j, the two characters, are actually rescuing orphans, so war victims. But they are lacking resources, money, and one way they found to get money is actually taking picture of the wildlife, and they are paid for that. Like kind of, Jade is a reporter, and she's kind of like working for the equivalent of National Geographic, and so she's getting paid to capture picture of the wildlife. So not every animal in the game is friendly, as you can see. These kind of little crabs are trying to kill us. So one cool thing, you are always with a partner or a buddy in the game. Here it's pey'j, and you can control it somehow. So you can trigger its special attack, and here it allows you to throw enemies out of the ground. So it's pretty handy. In some situations, you actually have to use this dual dynamics to go throughout the game.
So it's obvious that the graphics have been enhanced. What other changes and enhancements have been made?
Graphics, actually, we spent a lot of times. We had to redo pretty much 90% of the texture of the game. We had to also work on most character models to really improve the visual quality. We were lucky with Beyond Good and Evil because the original game was already a very good looking game, and the art style is really unique, you know, it's not trying to be too realistic, so this was a good basis, but still we had to redo most of the textures. We had to also add anti-aliasing, for instance. Otherwise we also worked on the soundtrack. So the game has a great soundtrack, but one of the drawbacks of all gen system is that you had to compress a lot, so you are losing quality. And on next gen, we can actually lower the compression, so the quality output in terms of audio is really much better. And in games with an awesome soundtrack like this, it's really very neat improvements. So now I'm taking a picture, so this is part of one original part of the game, is that you are not like the typical action badass hero, you are a journalist, so you have your camera with you and you can take picture of creatures. These animals, male and female, so they're quite funny but tricky to capture a picture of them because they are...
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you need to get them together on the same shot.
Splendid. I'll send it to Mr. DeCastello.
So this is about showing the kind of unique and alien environment in the game, and also a boss fight, actually. This is a boss fight part. There are like several boss fights across the game, and they're pretty epic. So actually these are not two creatures. That's just one big, ugly creature. One sequence that really shows why it's great to have the game in HD. It's awesome, and the environment are so moody, so unique, you know. So to defeat this boss, I have to use the duo abilities actually, and use my study pey'j ability. This boss fight is pretty straightforward. It's like the first boss in the game.
Okay.
So I just have to ask my buddy to jump on his head and beat it. But later in the game, you have much more challenging boss fights where you actually have to really well coordinate your action with your buddy to be able to defeat the boss.
Was there another part of the demo that you'd like to jump to?
Yes. So here we are in another area of the game. And especially back in 2003, that it was really one of the first games to really make use of all the cinematics and cameras to make you feel like you are in a movie. So this is a sequence that shows this aspect of the game. Here I was trying to sneak into some government facility, but I've been detected. So I have to escape. The guys following me are called Alpha Brigades. They are one of your main enemy in the game. They are working for the government. This is later in the game, and later in the game you get involved with a resistance network called Iris Network. Actually, you find out that the government is lying to you and actually cooperating with alien invader, and you are trying to find proof of that, so that you can release the truth to your people and they rebel against the invaders. And
Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on.
yeah. Back in 2003, now it's pretty commonplace to have these kind of sequences in games like God of War and stuff. But back in 2003, it was really one of the first games, to.
All right, thank you for coming by and showing us the game. Now, when's it coming out and what platform?
It's coming out in March. It's part of House Party.